The lithobolos was a powerful stone-throwing siege engine that could launch massive boulders with deadly accuracy and force. Capable of hurling stones weighing hundreds of pounds, it was designed to break through the walls of enemy fortifications. The lithobolos was a crucial weapon in Roman sieges, a symbol of their dominance in large-scale assaults. These tall, mobile towers were wheeled up to city walls, allowing soldiers to launch attacks from above. The first use of siege towers goes back to the Neo-Assyrian Empire in the 9th century BCE. One of the biggest siege towers ever built was the Macedonian Helepolis, meaning city taker, which stood up to 40 meters tall and required thousands of men to move. Imagine the sight of massive elephants, armored and adorned for battle, charging through infantry lines. This was the terror of war elephants. Used notably by Hannibal during his campaigns against Rome, these creatures were like living tanks, trampling everything in their path. Their sheer size and strength were devastating, and they could also break the morale of enemy soldiers who had never seen anything like them. The polybolos was a technological marvel, an early repeating ballista capable of firing multiple bolts in rapid succession. Unlike traditional siege engines, which had to be reloaded manually, the polybolos used a chain drive system to fire with speed and accuracy. It was essentially an ancient machine gun, deadly in sieges and open combat alike, and showed the Greeks' genius in warfare technology. During the Roman siege of Syracuse in 214 BCE, the great inventor Archimedes devised an ingenious defense weapon known as the claw of Archimedes. This massive grappling hook attached to a lever system could lift and tip over enemy ships, causing them to capsize. While the exact mechanics remain unclear, the claw's effectiveness, combined with Archimedes' other inventions, held off the Romans for years. While explosives are a staple of modern warfare, the Thunder Crash bomb marked one of the earliest uses of gunpowder in battle during the Song dynasty. Filled with gunpowder and shrapnel, this bomb was hurled using trebuchets or slung by hand, and it exploded with devastating force. At sea, the Romans were originally outclassed by the superior Carthaginian navy, but the invention of the corvus changed everything. This boarding device, essentially a long plank with a sharp iron hook at the end, could latch onto enemy ships, pinning them in place. Once locked in, Roman soldiers would swarm the enemy vessel, turning naval engagements into close combat battles where Roman infantry excelled. The Hellenistic period saw the rise of massive warships like the Tessaraconteres, ordered by Ptolemy IV. At 130 meters long, it required 4,000 rowers and was more a display of naval power than a practical warship. Another giant, the Leontophoros, built by Lysimachus, featured multiple decks and housed 1,600 rowers and 1,200 fighters, seeing action in naval battles. One of the most famous yet debated inventions of the ancient world is Archimedes' death ray. Archimedes used large bronze or glass mirrors to focus sunlight onto Roman ships attacking Syracuse in 214 BCE. The concentrated sunlight supposedly set the ships on fire, causing panic among the enemy. The concept of using the sun as a weapon was a brilliant and innovative idea for its time. Imagine a medieval naval battle where suddenly jets of fire erupt from Byzantine warships, engulfing enemy vessels in flames that no water could extinguish. This terrifying weapon, known as Greek fire, was used by the Byzantine Empire starting in the 7th century. It acted like a medieval form of napalm, sticking to surfaces and burning on water, creating sheer panic among enemy fleets. Its formula was a closely guarded state secret, so effective that it gave the Byzantines naval supremacy for centuries.